Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Tuesday evening spiritual mind healing service, the midweek pickup, when we can truly share in the tenets of our teaching, the science of mind and spirit, and how we are applying it to everyday living. But before we begin to get into the meat of the matter, let us just pull our thoughts and our consciousness in this opening affirmative prayer. There's one perfect mind, that mind of God. That mind is indeed our mind now. I know for each and every participant, for our sharing this evening, each one a channel for pure and perfect ideas that come with that magnetizing power to demonstrate in our lives and affairs that which is extraordinary, that which is just filled with the goodness of spirit. And we open our hearts now to its outpouring and know that together, as one community, indeed, we emanate that light of love and peace into our island Jamaica and indeed the cosmos. So we just let that presence now conduct this evening session. And we know that it is indeed for the expansion of our awareness of that presence that created us out of itself. We do give thanks for this mind of God, which we utilize now and know that we are indeed expressions of that wisdom, that intelligence that is indeed God. I release my word to that law with thanksgiving. And indeed, we now expect demonstrations of pure good this evening. I know that this is so, and so it is. Right? Good. So, yes, as we breathe in together, as we conspire to just express that presence, just close your eyes. And with that breath, just allow the nervous system to settle down. Incoming breath filled with love. The outgoing breath radiating peace. Come on, that deep breath within you. Breathe with me now. Yes, hold it. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And release that conscious awareness of peace into the entire cosmic space. Breathe in again deeply. Love. And release peace into our island, Jamaica. And as we bring our awareness now to the chairs that we sit in, whether it's in the living room, on the bed, or wherever, our attention is placed now on that heart space. And we know together that the love of God surrounds us completely now, allowing us to radiate its light. And I know that each one of us is truly a temple of light and love. This is the truth. I know that it is so, and so it is. That feels good, eh? Love and peace. And if one of us on the side of the majority I know that that radiation of love and peace ripples now throughout the universe. So we should practice that more often, eh? Especially when we are hearing things that are contrary to love and contrary to peace. What we can do is step right in the center. Just picture yourself in the center, just radiating love and peace. Love and peace, love and peace to the entire cosmos. Oh, this evening, we'll be sharing some thoughts based on a reading that I found in my Science of Mind magazine for October. October is always dedicated to the writings of Dr. Ernest Holmes, the founder of our teaching, The Science of Mind and Spirit. And the epigraph of these thoughts came from Dr. Alexis Carrel, who wrote Man the Unknown. Epigraph goes like this. It says, when we pray, we link ourselves with an inexhaustible motive power. When we pray, we link ourselves to an inexhaustible motive power. Because in our prayer, we acknowledge that where we are, God is. Oneness, right there, that deep connection. And as that connection is cemented by our affirmative prayer, we are the center, that center of God operation that is just simply radiating this power, this inexhaustible motive power, that power that backs our thoughts and allows us to demonstrate easily, effortlessly, and joyously what is for our highest good. So, when we think of this motive power, we know that the universe is supporting us all the way. So, my topic this evening is the universe says yes to our desired good. What then am I seeing? Would you like me to explain that? When we affirm our desired good, we close our eyes in thanksgiving and receptivity, and we speak the word for that which we desire to sense and know in our experience. What is the feeling behind that? What is it that you're seeing with your spiritual eyes? Can't be anything otherwise than the desired good. Dr. Holmes states in our textbook, page 412, the spirit cannot be or become antagonistic towards us. It is always flowing into us and ever expressing itself through us. The self-expression of God is also the self-expression of man, for the two are one. The I am is both individual and universal. All individuality merges into universality. All forms are rooted in one common creative mind, and the Spirit of God is the spirit of man. Where have we heard that before? The last declaration, our declaration of principles, it says, we believe in our own soul, our own spirit, our own destiny, for we understand that the life of man is God. If we are expressions of that living spirit that peoples the entire universe with form, we are one with it. So there's always this merge, this connection, so that when we seek to express that desired good, the universe responds by law, and it is fulfilled with the substance that is around you, that substance that is common to the entire creation. So that universality and individuality, there is this connection that allows the demonstrations to happen in our lives and affairs, right? So if the universe is always backing us, as Dr. Ernest Holmes said, it cannot be antagonistic towards us because it is us. So since we know that the environment around us supports us experiencing and expressing more of that which is perfect, whole, and complete, then is it that we are seeing? The words are doubt and fear sometimes that, wow, this desired good is flowing through my being, and yet there's a niggling little thing down in the pit of your butt that says, am I ready for this? Do I have enough funds for this? Am I going to attract the right person, the right job? All those little questions that come up from our subconscious mind. So let us step back a little. And while we consider or contemplate that desired good, allow that feeling that comes with the excitement and the expectancy to flood our very conscious awareness so that when we pray, when we say yes to the universe, say, yes, I'm ready to accept this good now. And you can only see spiritual prototype coming together to bless your life and affairs. All right. So, as I said, the universe is not antagonistic to our good because everything is from the same source. It is around us, it is flowing through us. We give direction through our desires. Desire means of God. This divine urge is always impelling us to expand our awareness of its power and presence within us. There's always this urge to be more. That will not allow us to sit on you know where and not move. But the universe wants to experience more of itself, enjoy more of itself in, through, as each one of us. Dr. Holmes quoted Aurobindo, who says, we are here for the delight of God. Consider that. We are here to express the delight of God. So if the universe is always saying yes, then how should we feel then? We should feel triumphant that here I am, this channel through which this particular desired good is flowing through. So there's a sense of knowing, of a conviction, assurance that yes, I am the channel through this peace, this love, this particular project is going to reveal itself through, because you have the talents, the abilities, you have the mind of God operating through you to create, or to give voice to, or to paint something new, or just be and allow that ever-present spirit to fulfill itself in each moment. So, Dr. Holmes reminds us that as we're trying to contemplate our relationship with this immense power, this inexhaustible motive power, our mindset should be one of reverent understanding rather than feeling that, well, I'm above this, I know more of this, so there may be a little aggression or something that is not receptive to the power and the presence of God in us, as if we are instructing the presence what to do, how to do it. It's not instructing, it's a collaboration, it's a merging. So there's a softness, there's a tenderness, there's an allowing that allows us to just let that presence fulfill it, whatever it is that desired good is trying to come through us. Because we have been selected for that desired good. Reverend, we used to say that if you come to her with an idea to do something, since it comes through you, you are the person to implement it. And she know she was quite right. Because you came up with the idea, you were the channel through which the infinite intelligence and wisdom placed that perfect idea in the fertile awareness of your consciousness. Hmm? So when we affirm this presence through our prayers, we link ourselves, yes, to this power. So how do we feel again? You want to think about that? Single out one of your expected good that you want to see manifest in your life now. Look at it for what it is. And you have prayed, but how do you feel about it? And what is it that you're seeing? Do you see it as part of your life? Do you see yourself in the middle of it? Because I've spoken about that, that if you are going to demonstrate anything, you have to see yourself in it, experiencing it. And it's the same thing again, what it is that we are seeing. Jesse Jennings gives a statement that says affirmations and denials are for the purpose of converting thought as a belief in things spiritual. So that is what our prayers are. Our prayers are filled with affirmations and denials to get us on to that belief, this conviction that yes, this is it. This is my time now. We must know that we know, he says, and not merely be lukewarm in our conviction. Mental treatment must repudiate doubt and fear, and in their place, build hope, courage, conviction, expectancy, and receptivity. And he goes on to tell us that the work begins in our own mind. So when you're contemplating that desired good that you have placed your interest and your attention on now, allow. You know that the universe is supporting you. The law is going to demonstrate exactly what it is that you have placed in it. But with that feeling, you know you have the courage, you know you have the conviction that whatever it is that you desire must manifest physically in your experience. And then allow yourself to just immerse yourself in this receptivity now. And the acceptance and the expectancy say, yes, this is mine. And you see yourself just luxuriating in that feeling of the manifestation of your desired good. Reverend Jennings said that as we work up ourselves, well, not work in the sense of effort, but a building of consciousness, moving from one phase, which may have a little, a little doubt and a little fear in it, to that of certainty and expectancy. He says that it must be wrapped up in a robust feeling of yes. Yes, yes, the universe saying yes already. And you are accepting it. And you're giving thanks for it. So let us look at that again. The Judeo-Christian Bible, in the three Gospels, there is the account of the man with the withered hand. Jesus' command to him was, stretch forth thy hand. And what Jesus saw was a hand, a perfect hand. The metaphysics behind it is that when it is paralyzed or withered, it's because we're holding on to some old paradigm that is not serving any good. And you're withdrawn from the flow of life because that hand cannot do anything, cannot be a part of giving service or anything like so. Then that's the reason for that command, stretch forth thy hand and give of thyself. So you have to give up the old things that don't serve, the things that keep us frozen, frozen in our experience, that does not allow us to share who we are and what we are about. Mind you, Jesus also used that opportunity to show the Pharisees that you can do healing on the Sabbath, any day of the week, right? So, this is what this is, pointing us towards. What is it that you see when you say your affirmative prayer in support of the desired good in your life and affairs. Hmm? So when we affirm our good, yes, there is the courage to do whatever is necessary we are impelled to do. Hmm? There's the conviction that, yes, the law must open the channels that need to fulfill all the pieces or the resources that are necessary for the implementation of that desired good. It also means that you'll be impelled to meet the right people at the right time in order for this good to manifest in your life. But behind all that, the excitement, the expectancy, the receptivity, the giving thanks is important because it keeps you in that vibration that supports merging of the individual into the universal substance to provide the jelly of the manifestation of good. So as I said, when do we treat for, when somebody asks you to treat for health and you're in the middle of that treatment using the step-by-step process, what does it build up to? To you seeing, going straight to the reality of the wholeness of the individual, God in expression. As Rev say, you don't stop and build condominiums in between, you go straight. Troy tells you that it's the destination. From you do the treatment, you get to the destination. The means is not your business. The means is the business of the law, and the law is creative. It will find whatever channel, whatever ways and means to ensure the demonstration, the good. Reverend Jennings gave us an example, and I want to ask you what you think about it. It says, if you are treating about a new job, don't treat for a new job, but treat for the expertise to do it well. Can anybody tell me why? That instead of treating that you attract this job or you want this job, we should treat for the expertise, do it well. That should be a most important component of the treatment. Can somebody unmute themselves and give me a reason behind it? What is the reasoning that Dr. Jennings? Anybody? Nobody?
Yes, well, because you
Yes,
don't
sir.
want to stay at the level of what could be causing you the distress. You want to go beyond the obvious to experience the more that is possible. So you have to go to the result that you want, rather than staying with the question, go to the answer.
That's one part of it, yes. Carol is on the track. Come on, somebody, come on, back her up now. Why would you treat for the expertise to do the job very well? Buddy? Sandra, you here with me? Sandra Cooper, is she here? She's motivated. she motivates companies. Why would you treat for the expertise to do something well?
Because God don't do anything halfway. But if you are
Well,
representing,
he never did anything halfway. It's part of the preparation, yes, of that job being part of your physical experience. All right.
Is it because you already have the job? So all you need is just the expertise, etc., etc., to do a good
Etc. So
job.
when you focus on the expertise to do this job well, that is the vibration that is going out into the universe. So you're going to, the job going to match the expertise that you have. You get that? Not the job, you know. The jobs are always there, but the expertise to do it. Is the vibration that is meant. And if you have all the talents and the abilities merging into that perfect manager or supervisor, the job will match that consciousness. The job must come. So you don't have a particular point out to any job. You have the expertise. Job find you. People come looking for you because you have the wherewithal to do whatever it is that they need. Get it? It's the same thing with you don't pray and you don't pray of a relationship. You pray of the consciousness of love, eh? Because what? When you have a consciousness of love and intimacy and joy and friendship, people automatically find you. You don't have to, you just stand at your gate and all manner of persons will come to you because you have that consciousness of love. So that goes out into the universe and pulls whatever is necessary to fulfill consciousness. What is your consciousness? Your beliefs, your attitudes, all that you are. So that is why when the universe says yes, what it is that you are seeing, see yourself as part of the demonstration. That is what you see now. So you actually see yourself in it. You know, there's no half measures. As Carol said, God don't give you a half a thing and leave you to fend for yourself. Every demonstration, every idea of everything within it. It's the same thing, a corn, it have the plant in it, it have every single thing. When you put it under the earth, it knows exactly what to do, and the earth knows what exactly it's to do to support the corn. All you need to do is drop a little water or sometimes a little fertilizer. The corn will do the work itself. It is intrinsic in the corn. The corn seed. You understand what I'm saying now?
Yes, actually, I was thinking about something similar today. That you you can't see what is outside of your sights. So if it is not within your framework of consciousness, it could be there, but you're not seeing it.
So what you ask for? Vision.
You ask for vision and clarity.
Right. And once you have the vision of God and the clarity, everything just fits into place. It's as if you are seeing with radar eyes straight to the point. X-ray eyes. You can fit you're going to see, you're be able to perceive things that others outside of you can't perceive. So you have to know that within that treatment, all that is necessary for you to fulfill every aspect of that desired good is within it. Because some of the things, as you say, you can't see. I mean, when we're watching The Secret, you realize that the car, the lights on the car, you can only see to a point, the beam, you know. You can only see to that point. But you know that you're going to still reach Mobile. But you continue driving because the beam goes a little further and a little further until you get to where you're going. No. You know, stop and say you want the beam to shine from Kingston straight to Mobile so you can see. Don't work like that, no. And there are aspects of yourself that you develop while you have affirmed that that consciousness is attracting whatever it is that is necessary for you, the fulfillment of whatever goal it is that you have set for yourself. Whether you're going to need more perception, whether you're going to need trust, everything works together for the good of those who trust the Lord. So what is it that you're seeing? So how can we ensure that our awareness, our consciousness, is that fertile ground that the ideas just embody and just fulfill itself easily, effortlessly, and joy. Even if there are issues, you know, you'll still be given the courage and the grace to do whatever is necessary. Maybe sometimes you need to come off the track a little bit so that you can see a little bit more from a different angle. Everything still is part of the demonstration, from the beginning to the destination. One of the things is you have to be responsible for the quality of your mental thought patterns. You cannot want peace and then you you're ready to to start conflict over the smallest idea. Mm? The two are not synonymous with each other. So you have to be accountable. You have to be responsible. You have to provide yourself with the thought patterns that support you, that fulfill who you are. And one of them is thoughts of gratitude and thanksgiving. When you are living in a state of gratitude and thanksgiving for the good that you see and the good that you don't see, it opens our hearts and connects us to that vibratory energy that attracts into our life that which we give in thanksgiving for and gratitude for. That's how it works. And trust, well, you know the law. It works, it is infallible. So that trust that the universe will support us as we move from one position to the other, from the start of the desired good, the implementation, to the end stage where you see full manifestation. Trust that whatever is necessary for the fulfillment of that demonstration, if it have to come from South Africa or Antarctica, it have to come. It will find its way to you because it is part of your desired good. And one way to facilitate that, the trust, is to meditate. Meditate is a gateway into silence. It's a gateway to that inner communion with spirit. And guess what? When we meditate twice a day often, some of the old things that you need to get rid of from the subconscious mind finds a way to come up. Meditation is key. But sometimes we have some things buried there because of trauma from I don't know when or where. And meditation allows us to release them. And there are some things that we practice also. We practice to honor ourselves and others. Love is part of honoring people, respect. And we serve with ease and effortlessness. But you're giving of yourself, so service is not a problem. And forgiveness, giving up one state of mind that don't support your good to embrace something else. Forgiveness is also part of it. So sometimes there are things that we need to get out of the way, like blame, shame, and regrets. It's to put everything in perspective. We're at a stage of our life when you blame so and so for not giving this or doing that. Okay, people operate from the consciousness from where they are at. So sometimes they not even know that they're doing something that may hurt you. So you release them onto their merry way and forgive and release. It's the same thing, shame. Yes, you did something fine that you're not proud of. But that is at a mindset where you didn't know more about who you are. Now that you know, you're not going to go onto that pathway. Regret, well, spirit demonstrates. It doesn't demonstrate the past. It demonstrates in the present. So regret, you have to place behind it. Because spirit not going to uphold you with that one. It don't go back. Nothing goes back. Everything goes goes forward for the advancement of mankind. And laugh. Laughter is good. It opens our awareness. It allows us this childlike innocence to embrace everything in life. Laugh, have fun, enjoy yourself. And self-care is part of this as well. We tend to do a lot and forget about how to support our being. So we have to, sit down sometimes and, talk to yourself. So with Carol, I'd like a piece of Carol's cheesecake. And you see it, the chocolate curls on the top, and the substance of I'm not describing it right now. The crust, Carol, a piece of your cheesecake is heaven. That's self-care. Yes, it may be sweet, but you're not thinking about that. You just tell your body, said, this is going to nourish your spirit as well.
Yeah.
Music.
Absolutely.
Selling it, no. But it's true, sometimes, a little chocolate, a little cheesecake. it just shifts your mood, eh? And it helps. It makes life a little lighter. So some of the things that you like, music and eating nice things like Carol's cheesecake or going to galleries and concerts, going out with your friends, talking to friends that you haven't heard from for a while. Just give them a little tinkle and say, hi, how are you? Little things that, support the fact that we are here together on this plane of existence, to share. But looking after the self is so important. Because you are the channel through which God is expressing his perfect idea. So you have to ready. You have to be ready. So you have to sort out some of the things that you need to do. I hear a class is going to have a day when you bring stuff that you no longer want and share. That's a good idea too. The things that you don't want supported, the clothes that you know that you're still waiting to fit in, give it to them. The thing is, once the vacuum is there, the universe going to say yes to more of what it is that allows you joy and allow you to just experience more of the fun of living and experiencing abundant life. So you can make space for a whole lot of things because the universe says yes to a whole lot of things. So I'm going to say this statement that came from Dr. Holmes, and you can say it with me sentence by sentence. All the good there is together, all the good there is, all the power there is,
all the power there is,
the living spirit of love and life,
the living spirit of love and life,
the essence of beauty and truth
essence of beauty and truth
is within me.
is within me.
I give thanks, and so it is.
I give thanks, and so it is.
I like that. All the good, all the power, the living spirit of love and life and light, the essence of beauty and the truth is within each and every one of us. And we do give thanks for being the channels for this infinite majesty of sheer beauty and joy, which is just radiating from all of us. So I do give thanks and namaste to each and every one of us. Now we go to the section that we deal with our affirmative request for prayer. Vance, you can tell me what the prayers are? Is there any in the chat? I don't see any, man. All right, let me check my chat.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Some people can probably open their mics and tell you.
Okay. Well, while they're making up their minds, let us start. Oh, yes, I have one there. Very good. We start off with health. Health for Dawn and health for anyone who's open and receptive to it. Now we go within to celebrate that perfect life of God, which is our life now. Each one of us open pure channels for the energy, the vitality, and the vim that is spirit. Every cell, every tissue, organ, and function of our body temple reveals that perfect life of God. We know that that blueprint that is held now in the mind of God is forever renewing every aspect of our physical bodies. We radiate the beauty of form and indeed the energy that allows us to be alert, awake, and aware is indeed allowing every perfect idea to just flow through our conscious awareness that indeed we are healthy, we are whole, and we are complete. So whatever is necessary for us to experience the perfect health of God, because God is the health of its people, its form. I know that the steps that we take enhance our very beingness as we experience more of that which is within us. So we just let go and just let that perfect life of God radiate through us and know that at all times we are complete expressions of the vim, the vitality that is indeed God. I release my word to that law with thanksgiving and know that each one of us forms everlasting life. I give thanks that this is so, and so it is.
So it is. Reverend Michael asking for prayer for peace and harmony at work. Right action for Yvonne Carty
All right, peace
and Carol Charlton.
peace and harmony. Workplace, Michael.
Right action, Yvonne Carty and Carol Charlton.
No, that's Carol Campbell.
It's Carol Campbell.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you're in yellow this evening. I don't know. All right.
You're in yellow, yellow. Okay. Wow. Join with me in this affirmative prayer of peace and harmony. I know that the request came through Michael and his workplace, but I know that peace and harmony is indeed radiating through this entire plane of existence. So we go within to that inner sanctuary of our souls and know that as we express that presence and power, we know that there is peace, there is harmony. And I know that as we allow ourselves to be immersed in that silence of our hearts, everything that is contrary to peace is now dissolved because it is simply not the truth. And as peace is established, everything falls into place for the experience of perfect harmony in every aspect of our life's unfoldment. So I now declare that peace and harmony in the workplace of Reverend Michael. I declare that this peace and harmony flows out into our island, Jamaica, every nook and cranny. There's that soft essence of peace that allows us to speak quietly, calmly to each and every one. Calmness of spirit flows out into the entire cosmic space, into all countries right now, where there is conflict, where there is clangor of war, the peace of God is now revealed. And as we allow ourselves to be immersed in this calmness, this quietness, this silence, which is evidence of the presence of God within us, moving through the circumference of our experience, we can say, let there be. And that peace begins with each one of us now as we affirm together, peace be still. Peace be still. As we let that stillness, that quietude flow through us now, we know harmony exists in every aspect of our awareness. Everything necessary for us to experience good and more good falls into place easily, effortlessly. The channels are open wide for harmony to be expressed into our business deals, to be expressed in our homes. This rhythm of life, which is always harmonious to each and everyone, is the reality. the reality of our community, the reality of our country, the reality of this plane of existence. Peace be still. I release my word to that law with thanksgiving and know only peace and harmony for each and every one. I give thanks that this is so, and so it is. Affirmative prayer of right action. There's one perfect activity. It is the activity of God expressing in throughout all creation. That power and presence created everything out of its own self and imbued it with all its characteristics. I know that each one of us as centers of God consciousness, Carol and Yvonne, I know that everything that concerns us has already been perfected by that power, that presence. The omnipotence of God is established. And where God is, there can only be right activity. The activity that allows us to experience more of the goodness that is indeed the presence of God. Right activity that allows our lives to express, to reveal, to radiate prosperity and wholeness. That which allows us to live lives that just shine forth with this peace, this harmony that is God. Right activity. All the channels are now wide open for everything to support us and embrace us as we move forward in whatever desire we have placed our attention on. So person, place, resources, everything manifests now for the successful fruition of all that concerns Yvonne, Carol, and all who are open and receptive. Wherever God is, there can only be right activity, right knowing, right seeing, and we just give thanks that we have the ability to see the goals that we have set, all that concerns us, into perfect manifestation of order and plenty and good. I release my word to law and know that it is so, and so it is.
Dawn for love. Our spirits vibrate with that word love. But God is indeed love. Each one of us created out of love, by love. So that this divine presence is moving upon itself to create within us avenues of expression that allows us to embrace the love that we are. We bubble forth with this love vibration that allows us to smile, to laugh, to share, to have fun, and to experience love in our lives and affairs. As we open our hearts and minds to love, I know that that which is the truth about ourselves flows out to attract even more love in our lives and affairs. Wherever we are centers of this perfect love that is God. We allow our humanity to step up, to just open our arms and embrace more of the love of God, which indeed each one of us sense and feel as the persons in our lives and affairs. What we do express that love light that shines and radiates from each one of us, because indeed each one of us are the sons and daughters of love. So we just let this
love shine forth through us now to bless, to prosper, to enlighten, and to illumine each person that comes into contact. Wherever we are, this light of love just fulfills itself as who we are. Our environment is filled with the sweetness, the softness that is indeed God's perfect love. Oh, I give thanks for this love vibration which is encircling us all now, because I know that all of us indeed live, move, and have our being in this charmed circle of love. This divine love that is forever giving of itself in through us. So we see with the eyes of love, we hear love, our hearts beat in tandem with the love beats of the universe. We are love in one of us. So I give thanks for the love that Dawn is, Carol, Vance, and all who are part of this evening. The love of God is now simply radiating through our hearts, minds, and bodies. This is the truth. I release my word to that love light, law of love that manifests perfect love in our lives and affairs. This is the truth. I know that it is so, and so it is.
And so it is.
Oh, Vance is taking over now to share the announcements. I know the first one is usual. We join Reverend, tomorrow is what? Wednesday? We join Reverend John, right? Tomorrow at 6 for Quiet Moments in the Garden. That is available through his Facebook page. Well, it's nice at 6 o'clock in to just turn over to the voice of Reverend John, just giving us inspired words. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, join Reverend John at 6 a.m. Quiet Moments in the Garden. Midday boost for the soul. Noon bites at noon. A pause for prayer from the Temple of Light, Monday to Friday. Join Reverend Anne Shand as she shares little snippets of truth and a prayer as noon bites. And Thursday at 6, we have prayer power when we are truly uplifted by the transformative power of God's love, light, peace, and joy. Join the prayer power posse, those who have been part of this established practice, and allow yourselves to just sense and feel that presence and power that is right in the midst of that Zoom link on a Thursday at 6. And our class, our face-to-face class at 11:30 to 1:30, right? Or two, yes. With Reverend Michelle Senegal, our senior minister. It's called You Were Born Rich, 10 sessions, but they're going through. It started on October 5th. See if you can come in for a class and learn something new. I don't know if she's taking any extra ones, ask first. But it is truly something that we should always be a part of. Class that allows us to just expand our awareness of who we are. And as we were born rich.
Actually, she says that you can still join as long as you do the homework up to
right.
now.
So if you don't mind taking on the homework, you come Thursday at 11:30. And our 7 to 9 class on a Thursday evening is Ignite Your Life with Bible Wisdom. Join Reverend Sonia, Steve, Vance for this journey through the parables of the way shore, a way to look at life through the metaphysical interpretation of the parables. It's for persons who are really interested in going deep into the story. Well, Jesus' way of teaching us is through parables. So if you take it bit by bit, piece by piece, and fit it together, you know that it is a teaching, something that a tenet that you can use in your life experience. So join them 7 to 9 on a Thursday. Well, our masterclass, that retreat has ended. But the reason why this is here is to remind those participants that a survey has been sent to you to give us an idea of what you'd like more of and what new geography that you'd like to have the next year's masterclass, whatever, points that we should look at in order to improve this wonderful, just take away yourself from life and just allow yourself to be immersed in principle. So the survey has gone out, and please just look at it and give us the answers so that we can start the processing of the early planning at the beginning of the year. So this is what this is saying. And yes, same place on Sunday for Sunday service for all the, I think it's Reverend Michael that is leading the Sunday service. So join us on Sunday at 9 a.m. You can view it on YouTube for Sunday service or message of truth. And I think that's the announcements. Oh, yes, I have one little one. Before the Spirit join us next week, Tuesday, same time for our Spiritual Mind Healing service. But on the 22nd of November, we have our Tazé service, which is an old established ritual. When persons were not allowed to go to church, they used to hide. Some persons used to provide places of hiding so that people could worship. So in that atmosphere of sacredness and reverence, candles and scripture and chanting and reading, it's the 22nd at 6 p.m. It's a Wednesday evening, face-to-face at the temple. All right? So we have lots of events going on to, just fill our spiritual lives, to keep us on track. And if you feel moved to support our ministry, please feel free to donate at donate.templeoflightcsl.org. And we thank you for your generosity and your consciousness and for helping us to remain a beacon of light for the world. And if you're going to press that donate button, let us bless that love offering. Together, lovingly I give, joyfully I receive. Be thou fruitful, increase, and multiply. Bless, prosper, and enrich everyone whom you touch, and replenish all of my financial affairs. Thank you, Father, and so it is. And now the prayer of our center. Please join me. The Temple of Light Center
for Spiritual Living
is a
is a
sacred
sacred
field
field
embodying
our
our
spiritual
spiritual
community from
from
which the Christ,
peace,
peace, love, and joy
joy,
emanate.
emanate, to touch,
To
to
heal,
heal,
to
to
bless, to
to
prosper,
and to
liberate
liberate anyone
anyone who comes into
with
contact
contact
with
with
it
it in any
in
way.
any way.
The
The
light of
light of the Christ illumines us, our
our
center,
center and
and our environment.
our
Our
spiritual
spiritual community
community is
is
filled
filled with and
and
surrounded by the
surrounded
presence of
by
God.
God. And
It
it's
is growing
growing from
strength
strength to
to
strength.
strength.
The power
The
of
power
God
of God expands our consciousness of truth
guiding us
ceaselessly along the paths of wisdom, spiritual growth, unfoldment,
and
and attainment. We are blessed.
and
God be the honor and the glory forever.
ever.
And so it
It
is.
is. And the prayer of Jamaica, the radiant light,
The light of God's love
God's love, is now
is now
flowing
flowing through us
through us,
and from
to
us.
us, to
Every
everything
and everyone
when it touches. The
the
eternal
eternal
light
light of God's
of
love
love
now
completely fills,
covers
covers,
and
and
surrounds our
our
island.
island Jamaica. The
The
glowing
glowing intensity of the light of God's love
now
now interpenetrates
penetrates and
and
awakens
awakens
within
the hearts and minds of our
of our
countrymen
countrymen
and
and
women.
women.
The truths of life were set free.
Light
The
of
light of
God's love
God's love is
is
growing
growing and
and
beaming
glowing
in
intensity
intensity
in the
in the
hearts
hearts
and
and
minds
minds of
of mankind
mankind
everywhere.
everywhere. Love,
Health,
harmony,
harmony,
goodwill,
goodwill,
peace,
peace,
upright,
uprightness,
integrity,
integrity,
joy,
joy, prosperity,
prosperity,
kindness, and
and
our
our
oneness
oneness
under
under
God
God.
are now established.
And
So
so
it
it
is.
is. Thank you for joining us. And I'll close off with an affirmative prayer. We give thanks for the conscious awareness of each and every person who has allowed themselves to participate in this evening's spiritual mind healing service. Consciousness that knows only the reality of truth for each and every individual. So we truly acknowledge the presence and power of God in our midst and know that as we allow that presence to move through our conscious awareness, we express its wholeness, its completeness, and its goodness. And as we go on our separate assignments this evening, I know that we take within our consciousness that love light of truth. And indeed, as we radiate that love light, we are a blessing wherever we find ourselves. And indeed, whatever is necessary for us to experience Spirit's highest idea of our lives and unfoldment flows into our awareness. We do give thanks. We rest well this night and awaken to a new dawn, new opportunities to experience more of that infinite goodness is spread for us to enjoy in that infinite field of possibilities. The universe says yes. Step up and expand or reach and allow ourselves to be blessed with the infinite myriad forms of goodness that is even now permeating our very conscious awareness. This is the truth about us as I release my word to law, giving thanks that it is so, and so it is.
So it is.
Thank you all. Thank you, Vancy.
Thank you,
Thank you, Rab.
Reverend Ann.
Bye.
Hi, Jeannie.
Bye.